Hello, all. Very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So, let me introduce myself. I am Shan, a cloud ops engineer, and having a good exposure in various cloud DevSecOps industries. Today, we are going to discuss the one of the major partner, Google. So, Google. I think so far all the videos we discussed about the best practices, how the cloud adoption work in Microsoft, Azure, AWS, and DevSecOps best practices. I think this is a first video related to Google. So each of the after the cloud going in a very faster manner, each of the cloud providers, they are providing a best practices, adoption framework. So everything, the new industries start migrating from on-premises into cloud. They are providing a various guidance based on the experience and best practices. The same way, Google has recently provided the best practices and adoption framework in a new standard way of thinking in their methodology. So today we are going to see about that Google Cloud Adoption Framework. Before move on to the main topic, please subscribe my channel SHAN-CloudOps to stay tuned all kind of cloud DevSecOps and Kubernetes related updates. Okay, thank you. Without further delay, I'm just moving into the major topic called a cloud adoption framework, which was invented by Google. So what is the best practices and adoption scenario which unifiedly they have designed it? We are going to start thinking of that one in our today's session. Each the Google thing they have formed as a dedicated four main themes under the three phases. If you take it as a each phase, one theme in the sense for a theme, they have defined with the four major themes. So for each of the section, we are going to talk about that main four themes for the three phases. So that's a pure and a driven agenda for this today. The first three major uh, phases they are going to discuss for this one: tactical approach. What exactly the tactical approach in the sense, if they are start moving into cloud, what kind of a learning pattern, what kind of foundation work they need to adapt it. So that is a more about the tactical approach. Then strategic. So they are moved into cloud, what kind of best practices, how they want to implement the cloud, and what kind of operational pattern they need to implement. So that is a more about a strategical approach. The final phase is transformational. So once completely they moved into uh, cloud, what kind of strategy they will move on it and to run it in a future direction and migrate. There is a different phases are in the cloud strategies like rehosting, replatforming, repurchasing, retiring, and re-engineering. So this transformation phase is mainly for the re-engineering perspective and cloud native journey like Kubernetes or a serverless method. So that are all the major transformational phase they just think about it. So coming into the main picture, so this is a major, excuse me, yeah, yeah, this is the major four main theme item which comes under the three phases of our cloud maturity scale. The first one is a tactical approach, the lean, the learn, lead, scale, and secure. When you are start adapting the cloud in your existing environment, you need to learn. All your team members need to completely upskill their some skill, upskill their skills and adapt the what kind of best practices, how they want to culturally move it from the on-premises mode into cloud mode. So that is a kind of a phase one, learn phase. Lead phase, in the sense, the team manager, they need to give the priority to the cloud adoption. So mostly the application or business holders, they won't think about the platform. They will mainly concentrate about the cost and business value. I think platform is another bigger deal for the business value. The leadership team, they need to provide the high priority to the platform migration, and they need to adapt the team, completely adapt into cross-functional things. So cross-functional things, what exactly that one? So in an earlier model, I have my development team, my QA team, my platform team. But here, I think each of the team needs to come together and work together. So that is a kind of a cross-functional team. They need to share their knowledge completely. That's a main key attribute for this cross-functional. So cross-functional teams can achieve it more in the agile fashion. We are going to discuss more about the agile terminology. In the third stage is called scale. When you completely evolved into the cloud migration strategy, so what kind of a risk pattern, how I can able to scale up my existing environment. So that kind of major principle, they need to think on it during the scale phases. Finally, security. So each and every perimeter, we just want to implement the security is starting from the front end layer up to the middle layer and the final the network layer. Everywhere we just want to formalize our security with the various perimeter level. So that's the main agenda for this secure. That's the fourth phase of our complete strategy. So these are all the main things. We just want to fine tune it as a complete epics kind of stuff. So we completely call this as a cloud maturity scale with four major stage called a learn, a lead, scale, and secure. This is a adoption framework which Microsoft is sorry, Google is giving your clear idea about this one. So same manner, Microsoft, AWS, they are as well providing a different strategies. For more details, you can just stay tuned to my channel with another video. So how I can able to fine tune this kind of things into in a agile driven manner. So I just want to make it my a journey in a complete epics. So what are all the my stages? I just want to cut down into different stages like pre-stage, design stage, implementation stage, and operation stage. So like that, in that manner, I just want to completely do it. So during this time, so definitely I just want to follow this a three main colored segments. I just want to follow it: people, technology, and process. If you take it as a people, I just want to completely upskill my existing team members, and everyone needs to be aligned with the standard practices. So that is one of the upskilling things. And I just want to hire it, and I just want to create a new roles for my cloud journey, because some of the team members, they will come from the different cloud experience and coming into the new cloud journey starting phase. In the sense, they will share all their existing knowledge to here, and what kind of framework, what kind of best practices they have adapted in the earlier stage, they will implement it here. So that's a main thing about this people stage. Again, the same people, they need to have the complete airbag control and data management strategy and company best practices, standards, everything they need to come into this picture. So apart from that, they final technology wise, what kind of networking management they can implement it, what kind of the best DevSecOps tools they can implement, as well the infrastructure has a code for an automation perspective, what is the best architecture pattern they want to use it. So that completely comes under the technology disk diagram. The finally process, I have done all my cloud migration journey. Finally, I just want to control my cost and how the process going to be with my ideal standard or agile framework. Everything needs to be comes under the process framework. Finally, instrumentation, I just want to make it clear about all my cloud journey in a clear cut documentation that is main driven for the future teams. So that's all the main things about this cloud adoption frameworks. So these are the major things. We just want to work with the different technical account manager with Google and everyone. I just want to formalize the adoption process. So that's the one thing. Then I think the Google, what exactly they are coming to say in a deep dive. So that we are going to uh, learn about in these three phases. So this is standard in a horizontal and vertical panel. They have just highlighted tactical strategic transformation as a three phases of each theme. The learn having a three phases tactical strategic transformation, the same pattern lead, scale, and secure. They have a dedicated pattern. We are going to see about the in deep about these four themes against these three phases. That's a core thing. I just want to make clear foundation is a very important. When you start moving any of the strategies, any of the project work, any of the things, the foundation is a key pillar. So that we are going to discuss here. One is main thing is a training program. I just want to ask my existing team to adapt, learn, and upskill their things and implement the proper process and a kind of a operating model. So how my existing IT team into migrating into cloud operating model. So I think we have a various technologies and various terminology. Even Google has majorly contributing the site reliability engineers. So SREs is a major role which helping to implement the cloud operating model. So that's the things we can able to discuss further or my earlier videos. Finally, jumping into our main topic called learn. So learn is our I can say first one of the major theme. Every team in teams they need to adapt it. So I'm just giving upskill the existing team. So that is things and that have been completely aligned with this three major maturity scales. The first one is tactical phase. So during the tactical phase, we just want to upskill the existing team. So might be my existing team is completely aligned with the lot of earlier models, but I just want to ask the team to attend more upskilling sessions using any of the famous learning provider they are providing. Like even in YouTube, we have lot of videos are available to upskill the DevSecOps and cloud knowledges. Or we can able to bring some third-party vendors like Edureka, Pluralsight, Udemy. So they are providing a very good exposure, and they need to get the basic GCP account, and they can able to upskill their knowledge. So that is a kind of a initial stage called the tactical stage. Once that is done, the strategically, we just want to request the team to do a certified things like Google is providing different kind of certification to upskill their things. And the main thing is in strategically, I just want to hire a new cloud roles in my existing organization. So that will help you to bring the new ideas and their experience from the other vendors are based on the industry standards. So the finally, the third party provides a special knowledge. I think if I mentioned it, I just want to completely bring down some of the best practices they have already implemented. So even Microsoft has and Google has a dedicated strategic maturity team. So they will come and help you during some initial onboarding. The finally, uh, the peer-to-peer culture. So I just want to ask my teams to share their knowledge, create the wikis and technical talks for each Friday. Normally, people used to have a called the Happy Friday and a Learning Friday. Like that, they need to maintain a different kind of best practices during their thing. We just want to align dedicated roles and responsibility for the each team. Like I am a cloud architect, I just want to do it. This is a design principle. I just want to formalize. I just want to implement the standard strategy for the DevSecOps. So like that, I just want to formalize my process. Uh, so these are all the transformation things for the learn stage, learn theme. Excuse me. Then I just want to move it into lead stage. So lead is a kind of a intermediate phase. So during these three strategies, even in the lead stage, I just want to follow it. Each of the project team, they want to completely contribute into the cloud journey. The people don't take a responsibility. They don't want to take care about. They don't want, some of the team members, they don't want to care about this is kind of a cloud adoption, why I just want to move it. But each team, they need to come and give a best responsibility model for this cloud. I just want to completely collaborate with the IT organization with the different patterns or different kind of engagement they have it. So mainly they need to completely collaborative and they need to have a cross-functional knowledge kind of stuff. The finally the senior management, they need to give the complete attraction or complete priority to the cloud journey. So in that pattern, you can able to give the priority and the collaboration between the cross-functional teams. The finally, in the transformation stage, the organization-wide regular process update, we just want to provide it weekly twice to the higher management. We just want to conduct the proper agile driven teams and we just want to form the agile train demos for twice a week. We just want to get the retro between all the teams and keep improving because DevSecOps having a one key principle that is called learn from mistakes. So because the team is newly going to implement the cloud, in the sense definitely they will make lot of mistakes. So to avoid that one, they will need to keep on learn the things and needs to be implemented. The middle stage is called scale. I That is one of the another major stream of scale. So during this phase only, we need to completely implement the CI/CD with my existing environment. So might be I am having an on-premises, I am having my existing CI/CD tools. How I can able to implement in the cloud journey. So that kind of scale framework and how I am going to implement my automation for the infrastructure as a code using Terraform or or Google or whatever the best way we can able to do it. But one of the best thing, if you form it as a centralized infrastructure as a code like a Terraform or Pulumi, so it will be better for your multi-cloud pattern. So I can more suggest for go with the Terraform at this stage. Then the same scale stage having a different kind of phases like tactical, strategic, and transformation. So this here, I think we just want to, as I discussed earlier, we just want to clearly concentrate for the automation and CI/CD implementation completely. So then I think strategically we just want to formalize a standard foundation team and templates for each of the things. Once the template is completely ready, in the sense there is the repeated duplicate work is not needed. So that's why we just want to formalize the standard templates. And we can able to implement the process standard, so everything in a secure manner. That's another key terminology for this one. Excuse me. All cloud resources can be um, we can able to, as I mentioned it, we need to adapt the a complete automation in the sense you can able to integrate it with your existing environments, like I having my service now or any of the ITSM tools. I can implement this pattern and make it as a completely end-to-end adaptation or end-to-end automation. So these are all the major things. Finally, coming into the phase called security. So security is a main key pillar. Most of the organization very scared about cloud migration because they have a, in earlier classical pattern, they have a dedicated on premises, they have a full control. But now if we move it into cloud, I think they are just worry about the security is a major thing. But still, a lot of organizations they started moving into cloud based on the complete the documents and everything they have signed up with the Microsoft Azure or Google. So security is another key pillar. So with these three major phases, we just want to formalize identifying the existing team member into the technical background, and we just want to formalize the proper IAM rules, implementing a proper the security standard. So as well, we can able to implement the hybrid security model with the my shared responsibility model, like my own environments, like my own ISS model. I can able to implement by virtual machine security using McAfee or whatever the security tools are available in the market. We can able to implement it, and privileged IAM rules. I can able to integrate it with my existing Active Directory and set it up the privileged identity PIM methodology using the multi-factor authentication. So that kind of key things we can implement during the strategy. The service, the transformation stage is kind of layered network security from internet to IPPC. We can able to implement the different security and best networking model like hub and spoke model, or anything you needed, you can able to implement during this stage. So this is one of the best standard which compared to Azure, AWS, and little bit differ from the Google Cloud Adaptation Framework. So definitely this will help you to improve a lot in your existing environment. So for more details about this Google Cloud Adaptation Framework, please go and visit the Google pages. And thank you for your valuable time. Please subscribe my channel SHAN-CloudOps to look this kind of major videos and best practices kind of stuff. So I stay tuned my channel, share it, like it, and subscribe it. That's the main thing. So that will help me to improve a lot in my upcoming videos. Thank you very much. Much appreciated all your time.